Hello guys, welcome back to Beyond the Realms, and today I had a chance to get out to see It Follows. This is a film that's had a grassroots approach of getting a lot of buzz here lately, word of mouth. Now if you follow horror films, I'm sure you've heard of this. Now, it seems like the general population hasn't really caught on yet. I asked, around like three or four different people at work. None of them had even heard the title before. But it is getting out there. I mean, it got a really limited release. It did well. Last weekend, it got released wider. And then this weekend, I believe it's a full wide release now. So we had a chance to get out and see this afternoon. And this is going to be spoiler free. But the thing is with this film is it's really hard to talk about the plot. Now, it seems like I say that a lot when I do reviews, but it's just because I don't like spoiling things. I like to give away just enough to where you know what it's about and can get an idea of the film, but not spoil anything, because I think a lot of reviews give away way too much. So I'm going to keep this very simple and pretty vague as far as what the story is about. But what it basically is this: it's this the main woman in it, played by Maika Monroe. She what is her character's name in this? Let me look here. Jay Height. Jay is an average woman, girl, teenager, whatever, fresh, not too far out of high school, and she is being followed by this entity, this spirit, this whatever it is. I don't know exactly what you would want to call it, but this entity, we'll say, can take on the form of any person, and it is unrelenting. It will not stop at any cost, and it can look like anybody, but she can't get away from it. No matter what she does, it's always there. She'll look and see somebody walking towards her and just have a dead set stare on her, and she knows that is it coming for her. And if it gets to her, it will kill her. But that's all I'm going to say, guys. There's stuff that happens before she gets this to following her, and then there's things that, it kind of changes up as it goes along. But that's all I'm going to say about the plot, because the less you know about this film, the better. But all I can say is, guys, this is a very, very effective and simple plot. I mean, it is very simplistic, very easy, but it's so effective. There's a lot of really good, creepy stuff in this, really good scares, and tons of tension throughout this film. The cast was just really great. Maika Monroe, she is awesome. I first saw her in The Guest, which is a great film. But she is just a fantastic actress. She's very natural, very real. Her emotions are very real. When she's scared, it doesn't seem like she's acting at all. She really comes off very genuine, and she's so great in the lead role in this film, as is all the cast. All the cast, they really seem like genuine, real friends. They don't seem like they're just acting and playing a role. They seem like they really get along. They seem like they really like each other. It works a lot. And another huge aspect of this film is the score. It's fantastic. It's like a throwback to old school type horror films. I'm a big fan of electronic music. It is a full electronic synthesizer type score, with a lot of it really adds to it. Like, if you took away the soundtrack, it wouldn't be as effective, and that tells you that it's a really good score. I just really love the score. And I'm just going to say, guys, as I was watching this film before, it doesn't even have anything to do with the end. Just watching this film, I leaned over to my wife and I said, this film is for sure going to have a sequel. It's because of the premise. It's something that I could see several writers, several different directors having a different take on it, because it's such an easy thing to do that you can make effective, and you don't need a huge budget or anything, and you could do all kinds of cool stuff with this. Two films that came to mind as I was watching this: Final Destination and Fallen with Denzel Washington. This isn't the same film, but after you see this film, you'll see the similarities. There's a lot of similarities. Something that's coming after you that you can't stop, that wants to kill you. But yeah, those two films definitely came to mind. But guys, I like this. I really enjoyed this film a lot. I'm not sure if it would have, like a high replay value. I don't know. It probably would. But yeah, it's a great film, guys. This is one you should definitely get out there and support, especially while it's in a theater. It's a fun, original, just simplistic horror film that really works. It shows that you don't need a huge budget. You don't need all kinds of crazy stuff happening in it. You don't need a huge, well-known cast to make a horror film that is really awesome. And it's really cool to see this getting a wide release. It's such a rare thing to see a film like this, especially a horror film, getting a release like this and getting the attention that it's getting. It's awesome. So that's why I say, guys, we really got to get out there and support something like this to let Hollywood know this is what we want. We don't want remake after remake and all this other crap. This here is what we want, But yeah, guys, I'm going to give this film an 8 out of 10. Like I said, it's out in a wide release now. I highly recommend it, guys. That is It Follows. Go check it out, guys. Have a good one. Later.